Hi, my name is Minister Kelly Sawyer, and I am the founder and CEO of Kelly Sawyer Ministries and Butterfly Methods Press. And we are hosting a wonderful retreat in September 10th through the 14th, called Another Generation of Me. And I wanted to come on just to tell you a little bit about the retreat, where it came from, how it started, and all of that. Another Generation of Me started with my mom and started with me being born. I have three older brothers, and my mother always wanted a girl. And so when I was born, she wrote a poem called Another Generation of Me. And in that poem, she talked about all of the things that she wanted for me and all the things that she dreamt of for me, all the love that she had for me, and the things that she wanted me to be taught and wanted me to learn as I grew older, and the things that she wanted me to know, the things that she wanted to share with me. And so it was basically a poem about legacy. And so as I grew up, those things did happen, and she instilled those things in me and so much more. And then we actually started a ministry called Another Generation of Me. And we started talking to mothers and daughters, started working with them. And wow, how naive I was about so many things, because I thought that every mother and daughter had a relationship like me and my mom. That was furthest from the truth. My mother and I were very close. We had our ups and our downs. We had times where we didn't want to talk to anybody, times where other people, it just seemed like people didn't really communicate. Um, we saw mothers and daughters fighting in the streets. We saw mothers and daughters arguing, and daughters cursing out their moms and calling their mom a bee, and it was ugly. It got real ugly. And we wondered, where did that come from? Younger people not wanting to follow their mom. And then we also realized that another generation of me, it wasn't always a mother and daughter. We realized that there were a lot of mothers and stepdaughters, or a lot of daughters who didn't have mothers, so they had stepmothers that came in. We realized that a lot of the daughters didn't know moms because their moms weren't there. They had other women to step in. Or maybe their mother was an aunt. Maybe it was a mother-in-law. Maybe it was a grandma. So another generation of me ended up being a different source. Another generation of me started turning into something so totally different. And so because of that, our conferences and our retreats, they became so totally different. The need became different. And we had to cater to that need. So in our retreats, that's what we do. We cater to the needs of those mothers, those grandmothers, the aunts, the sisters-in-law, the cousins. And then we cater to the daughters, who are nieces and daughters-in-love and cousins. We celebrate all of the wonderful things that are going right in our relationships. And then we also deal with the things that challenge us in our relationships. My mother and I had a great relationship. We were best friends. But then there were times when, man, both of us, we dug in our heels and we weren't the best of friends. But then we got tired of being away from each other, so we hurried up and picked up that phone, and I'm sorry. I just can't stand to be away from you, so I'm sorry. Sometimes we talked out the issues and sometimes we didn't. but we quickly realized that we had to. Let's bury the hatchet. Let's agree to disagree. Or let's dig in and let's discuss. Let's hurry up and get this figured out so we never go through this again. Sometimes another generation of me is really hard because you have to discuss the hard things. You have to deal with the hard things. And then I realized some things you'll never understand. You know, I remember when my mother used to say to me, some things you're not going to understand until you have children. And boy, is that true. There are some things that, man, you just do not understand the magnitude of what she was trying to teach you until you have children of your own. And then all of a sudden, those lessons become crystal clear. And prayerfully, it's not too late for you to say, Mommy, now I understand what you were trying to tell me. This retreat, another generation of me, Mommy, I just want to hear you breathe. It stems from a time when I was going through a divorce, and there were some times during that time where things just got so ugly, and I just needed to hear her breathe. You know, nighttime is that time when the enemy tries to come after you because he tries to come after your mind. And it was during those times when I would pick up the phone and I would call my mom. And sometimes she would be asleep and she would just pick up the phone. And sometimes I just needed to hear her breathe. There was healing in hearing her breathe, because that breath gave me life. It restored me in many ways. It restored who I was. It allowed me to get life again through that breath. It allowed me to feel and see and hear life again for the very first time again. Just hearing that breath, it helped me. How many of you are going through situations right now where sometimes just hearing your mother breathe, no advice, no venting, but just being on the phone or just being in her presence, just laying your head on her shoulder or laying on a pillow and pretending that it's her shoulder because she's no longer with you. My mother's no longer with me. She's in heaven. And sometimes I just need to lay on a pillow. And that's the only shoulder I have. But I need to remember those times when I could lay on her shoulder and just hear her heartbeat and know that that heartbeat was giving me life again because life had gotten too hard. And I just needed to hear her breathe. This conference is for you. This retreat is for you. So what I'm doing, my birthday is June 20th on Tuesday. And so what we are doing during that time on Tuesday, we are running a special from now until 11:59 Central Standard Time. We're running the 555 special because I will be 55 on Tuesday, June 20th, and I will also be celebrating 50 years of being saved and serving our Lord. So it's the 555 special. Between now and 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time on June 20th, registration for the retreat, Another Generation of Me, Mommy, I Just Need to Hear You Breathe, is going to be $555. It will cover all lodging, all meals, all retreat material. And between now and the retreat in September, there will be a special VIP group that you will be placed in, and we will be meeting every week to get special teachings, and you'll receive special material only for you, our VIPs. So again, if you join between now, register between now and 11:59 Central Standard Time, 11:59 p.m., June 20th, your registration fee is $555. It's the 555, and it is in celebration of my birthday, 55 years, and the 50 years that I have been walking with the Lord. So join and register after 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. When that clock turns midnight, and it is now June 21st, that registration fee will go up to $750. So you really, really, really want to get in between now and Tuesday, June 21st, 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please make sure you get in. If you need a payment plan, please call our office. In fact, I will give you my personal cell number. I know people will say, don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. And I know that I'm not, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's my birthday, it's my retreat. I can do what I want to do. So call 267-679-6220. If you have any questions whatsoever, I want you to give me a call directly. 267-679-6220 if you have any questions. Thank you. See you soon.